Hi there everybody, this is David and welcome to New RPG News. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about today, a lot of really freaking good news, and some exciting news too, in addition to going over the Sony State of Play and all those new game announcements that just happened. And I do think that is worth a sub, as I do try my hardest to hit 100,000 subscribers. Your help, your like, and your sub, I just know that I can get there. So, we're starting off here with a little bit of Davidception. You're seeing this older video that I put out about 2 weeks ago or so, talking about this is our best chance for Breath of Fire, going on to Good Old Games and voting up Breath of Fire. And I just can't help but feel like maybe I had a little bit of something to do with this right here, where Good Old Games themselves comes out and say, hey, Breath of Fire fans, we hear you loud and clear. Yeah, we're doing our job, folks. We are actually getting their attention. We're getting Good Old Games' attention. It's only a matter of time before we get Capcom's attention. And remember, Capcom did put out some remasters over on GOG before they did the Dino Crisis series, so who's to say that they won't be doing the Breath of Fire series too? Ho-ho! It says, since launching the GOG Dreamlist, you've shown incredible love and passion for this iconic series. Thousands of votes have been cast, and some of the most heartfelt stories have been shared. The beautiful Breath of Fire titles, especially Breath of Fire 4, are gaining serious momentum, becoming one of the fastest growing games on the Dreamlist, and we love to see it. We've noticed your fantastic rallying efforts across various platforms, and we just want to say, don't stop. Yeah, don't stop. Let's keep voting, sharing stories, and telling the entire gaming world why you love these games and want to see them preserved and easily accessible again. So, it's just kind of nice whenever, sometimes I feel like I'm just kind of speaking out into the void. I'm speaking out into the ether, and I'm like, is anybody actually listening to what I'm saying? And then stuff like this happens, and I'm like, wow, maybe I am making a difference. Like, how cool is that? I love this. And you know what? Speaking of making a difference, so I just put out a collaboration video just the other day talking about some games that need remakes, 15 of them to be exact, so hopefully someone's listening to that too, and we can get a Xenogears remake, or a Digital Devil Saga remake, or a Legend of Dragoon, or something on that list. Riding Out of Stories, Ys 5, something on that list. Hopefully. Speaking of, people listening to me, won't Gung Ho listen to me? Please. I made a full video about this too, where Lunar Remastered Collection confirms no collector's edition, no difficulty options, no limited physical release, and more in their latest FAQ. Yeah. So let me just go over this super quickly. If you want a more in-depth version, again, I did put out a full video on it earlier this week. It's going to be available digitally and physically on the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. The digital version will be $50. Physical edition will be $55. It'll be an Amazon exclusive, though, and pre-orders will not be available in North America, but it also will not be a limited release. It says there will be plenty of copies available for everybody interested, so they will have enough to fulfill the demand. However, there will not be a collector's edition, or at least they don't have plans yet to make a collector's edition. So maybe, if we all make our voices heard, then maybe plans to make a collector's edition will come to fruition. They are handling the Trails in the Sky, the first remake, coming out this fall, and they are doing a collector's edition for that over with Limited Run Games. So they are able to create collector's editions. They're just not doing one for this release, at least, again, not yet. This does not include the Sega CD versions of the game. It's only the PlayStation versions of the game, and there is a setting to turn off the blur effect on the top and the bottom of the screen, and there will not be difficulty options offered, even though it was offered in the mobile version of the game. So oddly enough, right there. Again, if you want to see more in depth about all this, check out the video that I put out just the other day. Another Digimon game, Digimon Story Time Stranger. Now it's for the PS5, Xbox, and PC, due at some time this year. We don't have a release date yet for it. And it says that this is a monster taming element RPG that explores the deep bond between humans and Digimon in an epic story that unravels the mystery of the world's collapse. Embark on an adventure that stands across the human world and digital world, collecting and raising a diverse array of Digimon to fight in turn-based battles. I must say, this looks really freaking cool. It looks really nice. And it has real world areas, and it has like Digimon fantasy areas right here. So it looks actually quite nice, if I do say so myself. Like this is giving me Xenoblade vibes, Atelier Ryza 3 vibes right there, and you can see he's actually riding on a Digimon down there, so that's pretty cool. Here's some real world stuff. Something tells me it's gonna like start in the real world and then probably like head off into Fantasyland shortly afterwards. It says, "This is an epic story of connection. Take on a mission to uncover the mystery of the world's collapse, where chance encounters with unique characters will shape your journey across time and parallel worlds and change fate itself. Journey between the parallel human world and the digital world, Iliad, where Digimon reside. See the digital world and its intricately detailed realms like never before, with interactive elements and special quests to explore. Enjoy dynamic turn-based combat that combines strategic elements with evolved battle components. And an incredible variety of Digimon and deep customization options provide limitless ways to approach the challenges of battle and reveal the strength of bonds formed with your Digimon." So this looks really freaking cool. I loved the other Digimon story games. I think it was Cyber Sleuth. And yeah, those were great. So I am totes looking forward to this one. Well, continuing with some more games that kind of blew me away during Sony's State of Play, we got Lost Soul Aside, launching on May the 30th, and it says long-awaited action RPG finally gets a release date. And I've just got to say this, never heard of this game before, but then it came out for the State of Play, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? And apparently everyone was like, whoa, David, you never heard of this game and all this? And I'm like, no, I haven't, but now I really want it. It's coming out for the PS5 and the PC via Steam and the Epic's Game Store on May the 30th, just a week or so after my birthday. How fun. Digital pre-orders will begin on February the 19th. This is a sprawling adventure full of breathtaking visuals and adrenaline-pumping combat. You'll traverse landscapes that feel alive, sunlit plains, mysterious ancient ruins, and alternate dimensions that buzz with energy. This world isn't just eye candy, it's filled with secrets, monsters, and unpredictable events that will keep you interested. So they say that the main thing in the game is the combat, and it says their main goal was to make combat so fluid, fast, and stylish that you never want to put the controller down. Kazers? I'm gonna go with Kazer. Kazer's shape-shifting weapon adapts to your combat style. Are you a precise swordsman, a fan of devastating ranged attacks? Maybe you like high-speed mobility. Whatever your preference, the different types of weapons will serve you well. And while combat does take center stage, Lost Soul Aside also weaves in a narrative about Kazer's journey of redemption and discovery. As he uncovers the truth about Arena and their shared power, players will encounter a mix of personal challenges and high-stakes conflicts. The story focuses on creating memorable moments and connections, offering surprises with an overwhelming gameplay experience. And yes, there's plenty of drama, because who doesn't love a gasp-worthy moment? This thing looks freaking cool. I think it's going to be like a late birthday present for myself, I've just got to say. Sega does what Nintendo don't, unless, you know, Sega's ripping off Ninja Gaiden, which Nintendo did first, so hey, whatevs. Anyway, this is Shinobi Art of Vengeance, launching on August the 29th for the PS5, Xbox, PS4, Switch, and PC. And yeah, the Shinobi games, if you don't know, back in the day for like the Genesis, were like amazing. I would go over to my Uncle David's house, and yeah, there's a lot of us named David in the family, and I would play his Sega, and I really liked Shinobi. It was a whole lot of fun. It was better than Ninja Gaiden, because that was so freaking hard. It was ridiculous in the NES. Anyway, it says, Art of Vengeance follows longtime series protagonist and master of the ninja arts, Joe Musashi, Joe, I know, who arrives home from a previous adventure to find his village burned to the ground and his clan turned to stone. Driven by vengeance, Joe sets off on an epic quest, battling hordes of enemies and larger-than-life bosses across stunning, hand-drawn worlds. Rife with multiple paths to discover or unlock and packed with smooth, satisfying gameplay, Shinobi Art of Vengeance will have players attacking and reacting on the move and keep them coming back for more. Looking at this game and the art style, I was thinking Switch, but if you look at the announcements, it's not coming out for the Switch. At least not the Switch 1, maybe the Switch 2. More than likely, this is going to be in the April Switch 2 event. Stellar Babe is coming to PC in June alongside its Goddess of Victory Nike DLC. It's currently available only on the PS5, but now it is coming to the PC, and it says it includes downloadable content on both of the versions it is available. It says, the future of humanity is balanced on the edge of a blade. Ravaged by strange, powerful creatures, Earth has been abandoned, and what is left of the decimated human race has fled to a colony in outer space. After traveling from the colony, Eve arrives on the desolate remains of our planet with a clear-cut mission: to save humankind by reclaiming Earth from the Natiba, the malevolent force that has devastated it. But as Eve tackles the Natiba one by one, piecing together the mysteries of the past and the ruins of a human civilization, she realizes that her mission is far from straightforward. In fact, almost nothing is as it seems. So if you don't have a PS5 but you still want to play this great game, now it's going to be available for the PC. I never did play this game because, Souls, but a lot of y'all like it, so I'm doing it, I'm bringing it out, I'm showing you. I don't mind in these news shows talking about games that don't exactly appeal to me, because I feel like I'm doing a service and bringing it to y'all. It's not about me, it's about y'all, so that's why I do this. Anyway, Lies of P DLC expansion Overture has been announced, and it's a prequel to the events in the game, and it will launch this summer. It says this is a dramatic prequel to the acclaimed Souls-like action RPG Lies of P. It transports you to the city of Krat in its final days of haunting late 19th century Belle Epoque beauty? Epoch? I don't know. On the brink of the Puppet Frenzy Massacre, you follow a legendary stalker, a mysterious guide through untold stories and chilling secrets. As Geppetto's deadly puppet, you'll journey through Krat and its surroundings, uncover hidden backstories, and face epic battles that shape the past and future of Lies of P. It looks cool to me, but I just can't get past the Souls thing. Although, I will say this. If there's one game that could make me, play a Souls-like, it's probably Elden Ring. I've heard nothing but good things about Elden Ring, and I've heard that it's actually kind of, easier, I guess? Or at least there's ways to make it easier depending on your build or finding particular items or whatever earlier on in the game. But anyway, Elden Ring Night Rain launches on May the 30th, just the same day as Lost Soul Aside. Good lord, that thing's probably going to bomb because this thing's going to steamroll it, but who knows how it's all going to come out. This is a standalone, multi-cooperative action RPG coming out for the PS4, PS5, Xbox, and PC, and it has standard editions, deluxe editions, collector's editions, seeker's editions. My god. I will include links to all of these various editions below if you would like to purchase them. So let's see what it says. It says, Key features. Join forces with other players to take on the creeping night and the dangers within featuring 3-player multi-cooperative play. Take command of uniquely skilled heroes, each possessing their own abilities and distinct flair. While individually powerful, their skills grow even more formidable when united as a team. Overcome relentless environmental threats that sweep through a land that changes between each game session and defeat a magnificent boss at the end of the night. Fantasy action-adventure game Tides of Annihilation has been announced for the PS5, Xbox, and PC, and it's inspired by Arthurian legend, although it's created by a Chinese studio, but hey, whatevs. A release date was not announced, and its playtime is expected to be over 30 hours. When London suddenly comes under siege by an outworld invasion, the only survivor, Gwendolyn— I have to stop right here, because London was not around whenever King Arthur, at least the legends of King Arthur, was created. But anyway, I'm a history nerd. I just can't right now. When the only survivor, Gwendolyn, discovers a mysterious power to command the legendary knights of the Round Table. Driven by vengeance and a desire to save her sister, she embarks on a journey to defeat the demigods of the Outworld. When the fate of 2 worlds is in her hands, what will she choose? As Gwendolyn, players are immersed in a thrilling adventure, battling enemy hordes alongside spectral knights in a twisted version of modern London and the fantasy realm of Avalon. Only by defeating the demigods of Avalon will players save both Gwendolyn's family and the world. Featuring a narrative inspired by Arthurian legend, The Tides of Annihilation is derived from classic action games with distinct features such as a unique dual-wielding fighting system and immense levels in the form of gigantic knights roaming the city of London. I can't get over how they're using, Arthurian legend, but they have this Romanesque thing. The history buff in me is just dying inside right now. We have a demo for Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, and by the time this video goes live, the demo will be live. So it says it's going to feature the following content. Freely explore part of Honolulu and the Madlantis locations, switch between Mad Dog and Sea Dog fighting styles, test your fighting skill versus powerful bounty enemies, challenge 4 ship and deck battles in the Pirates Coliseum, customize your look with a variety of outfits and accessories, enjoy side experiences like karaoke with a selection of 3 songs. Coming out for the PS5, Xbox, PS4, and PC February the 21st. Speaking of demos, we have a demo for the Nightling, now available for the PC, and it plays the opening chapter of the game. It says right, what is this? Is this PC only? Yeah, PC via Steam. Okay, so that's it. When Sir Lionstone, the legendary protector of the great city of Clesia, mysteriously disappears, it's up to his plucky knight in training to take up the magic shield, become the champion the people need, and find Sir Lionstone before it's too late. Explore a vibrant semi-open world, battle monsters, miscreants, and bandits, and unlock the extraordinary powers of Sir Lionstone's mighty shield. Don't forget, all heroes start small. In the Nightling's new demo, you'll run, jump, slide, and fight with your trusty shield. We're kicking off the game's main story and exploring the world of Klesia for the first time. Learn the ins and outs of platforming and combat, using your shield to traverse the realm with ease while harnessing its might to block, bash, and parry enemies. Gather your courage and prove that even the smallest among us can make a difference. Kind of reminds me of like that plucky little Squire game that everybody was going on about. From a teeny tiny knight, now we have Knights in Tights, or at least Knights in Tight Spaces, launching on March the 4th, and again, a demo is now available. See how I group these things together for your viewing pleasure? Anyway, it says that this is a tactical deck-building game in the same universe as Fights in Tight Spaces that I've never heard of, apparently successful game. It's a standalone title that sends us back to medieval times, building on the much-loved gameplay in new and dynamic ways, while maintaining the same stylish look and feel and thrilling animated fight sequences. Okay, so I guess if you're a fan of that, then you might be a fan of this. It looks like odd, like everybody's, like, I don't understand the art style here, like, I don't know, maybe, who knows. Speaking of random art styles, we have Lost in Random, the Eternal Die launching this summer, and guess what? A PC demo is now available, with an Xbox Series demo launching on Valentine's Day. Great way to spend your evening. Launching for the PS5, Xbox, Switch, and PC this summer. It says, Alexandra, formerly known as the Queen, and her companion Fortune have been captured inside the Black Die by Mare the Knight, who's plotting their final chapter. Players will fight their way through a randomly generated gauntlet, where they'll take on monstrous pawns and giant board games to claim treasure, which improves their chances of defeating Alexandra's tormentor. They must use their wits and trusty die companion to escape this living labyrinth where evil reigns and random rules. And in our final story of the news, we have some news from Level 5 and Fantasy Life. It says, Fantasy Life developer says that it struggled with compatible platforms and new hardware, but now the long-awaited 3DS game sequel is shaping up to be an outstanding RPG, and this Nintendo Switch game should be out in April. It says that it's planned to be on, or it appears to be on schedule for its April release on the Nintendo Switch, though developer Level 5 notes suspiciously that it's been toying with compatible platforms and new hardware. He doesn't expand on what new hardware he's been busy brawling with, though his announcement has a peculiar smell to it. It almost sounds like Fantasy Life I could maybe possibly be an upcoming Switch 2 game. Again, they just can't announce any games for it until April the 2nd, when the official Switch 2 stream direct thing comes out. However, he put out some game screenshots and some tweets, and it says right here that his Twitter post indicate that he's using an Xbox controller. And Gamatsu also reports that PlayStation leaks show Fantasy Life I could be coming to Sony's consoles too. I will say this, it might not be coming to the Xbox, it could just be coming to the PC, because I use an Xbox controller whenever I play games on the PC, so who knows? Let's see, it says, well, the game hasn't yet been announced on any other console than the Switch. He says that another tweet translated by Gamatsu that some additional screenshots that he posts are still from the Switch version, which implies that there are other versions out there. In any case, Hino more plainly shares a crucial milestone for the LifeSim RPG. The game content has become significantly more enjoyable. Visuals have evolved, and that overall the game is shaping up to be an outstanding RPG, and I cannot wait for it. I loved Fantasy Life back on the 3DS, so this is going to be fan-fricking-tastic no matter what machine it ends up on, whether it be PC, Xbox, Sony, Switch 2, whatever. I am so looking forward to it. So that's it for the news. Hope that y'all really enjoyed it, and don't forget to go over to GOG and vote for Breath of Fire so that we can get those, because maybe I made a difference. Who knows? And it makes me happy to make a difference. So anyway, hope they all enjoyed this and have a good day.